good, everyone? It's Mikey T, the movie star. I'm back with another exclusive. As you know, yesterday it was reported that Dark Low was actually released from federal custody. He was released from the Philadelphia Federal Detention Center as of December 3rd. There was some speculation surrounding all of it, but news broke just shortly after that. News broke about a couple of the circumstances and actually the bond amount that Dark Low was offered in order to make bail. And it's just great, you know what I mean? It's great after all these months, almost over a year. You know, Dark Low's been locked up since November of last year, actually. Just over a year, and we get to see this result right here. So it can show you that there is a glimmer of hope for OBH. It can show you that anything can happen, you know what I mean? Dark Low's coming home. The next status is the update on ARRB's appeal. First, we have to go through his sentencing. Hopefully, I could bring you guys more of an update on that in the near future. But you know, with all the L's that have been coming in ways, you know, people have been saying we've been taking L's left and right. It's good to have a positive story like this break with Dark Low actually coming home to his family, you know what I mean, his children, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing that Dark Low is home right now. Now, as far as getting back to the music and releasing great projects, obviously there's Dark Low music in the cut. But let's give Dark Low a moment before he gets back to his regular, you know, his regular settings that he had at one point, where he would be recording and dropping projects and visuals almost on a weekly to bi-weekly basis, because, you know, he was really getting in tune with his music career. So I wanted to bring you all some of the particulars of Dark Low's case today, as far as what he's going to have to be abiding by, when he's going to be abiding by, how much he's actually out because of. But it's your boy Mikey T, the movie star. Definitely appreciate everybody for tapping in. If you guys want to follow me on the gram, it's Mikey T _ the movie star. Everybody who follows me based on this video, I am going to follow you guys back ASAP. You know I stay in tune with the people. If you want to come on the channel and actually do an exclusive interview, or if you want to do a music video premiere, I'm open for that as well, you guys. You know, ARRB said it, and I'm going to continue to voice it, because I am the voice for the voiceless, you know what I mean? That little guy in the game who doesn't think he's going to get his voice heard, it's going to get heard on this channel, you know what I mean? This is an underground emerging channel. We're about to go to a whole nother level. But let's get into today's story. You know, thank you to everybody that actually wrote the judge in this whole case. You know, a few months back, Dark Low had said he wanted everyone here to actually write the judge and let them know about his good nature as a person, you know what I mean? And because this judge actually told Low wrote it to me in a letter. He said the judge loves hearing from the fans. He loved hearing from all the fans in regard to Dark Low, because it gave them a way to put it out there what Dark Low's real character was as a person, you know what I mean, as a caring individual. So today, actually, there was some reports on this United States government page that had to do with Dark Low that I wanted to read off. So this was an order as to Charles Sally, I'm reading it verbatim, that the parties shall cooperate is securing and filing the defendant's medical record from October 31st, 2020, and the defendant is granted leave to file the supplemental medical records after October 30th, 2020, under seal, given the particularized good cause necessary to protect medical information no later than November 25th, 2020, along with a separate reply not filed under seal, signed by the Honorable Mark A. Kearney. Okay, so this was signed on November 23rd. So basically, this is the judge actually that a lot of people wrote in regard to Dark Low. We can see that through this filing, they're actually making a consideration to Dark Low's health. So they have sealed medical records on the 23rd, sealed medical records by Charles Sally, filed under seal. So then it gets into the talk of a pre-trial release. So it's a memorandum and or opinion order as to the defendant Charles Sally, that the defendant's motion for pre-trial release is granted, and the defendant shall be released on Tuesday, 12/1/2020, following signing of a $50,000 bail. Yep, so the bond is subject to his strict compliance with the pretrial conditions, though. And we're going to get into the pretrial conditions in a second. But the fact is right there that Dark Low was able to get a bond on Tuesday, December 1st, after all of this went through. And that's one thing that I've said throughout this whole case, is that Dark Low has been one to actually file. He has filed in time, you know what I mean, to meet, compliance with all of these guys' demands. He had this motion going from Halloween all the way through Thanksgiving, and now here on December 1st, it was actually granted. And by December 3rd, the bail conditions, it says here Tuesday, 12/1/2020, the defendant shall be released on Tuesday, December 1st, 2020, following the signing of a $50,000 bond, subject to his strict compliance with pretrial conditions. Okay, so the order as to Charles Sally, that's the defendant's motion, is granted as outlined, signed by the judge. The order as to Charles Sally, that we amend our order setting conditions of pretrial release. So right now we're going to get into the conditions of the pretrial release to reflect his, I guess he's going to be at his family's address. What it's saying in here is he's in, and he's going to have to comply. He's going to have to comply with strict conditions here, you guys. So order as to Charles Sally, that the defendant's counsel shall email daily status reports detailing progress in the defendant's release and the installation of a landline. So they're going to want him to get a landline phone, but they want daily status reports detailing his progress. So I imagine this is in regard to his health, you guys, because I remember reading off one of the letters that Dark Low wrote to the judge, where he basically was listing off all the types of different pills that he had to take throughout the day. You know what I mean? And this is something that's quite disturbing. A lot of people out there are getting released. They're getting their pretrial release, or they're getting their post-trial house arrest put into position. Dark Low was in a state where he had just gotten his kidney transplanted in 2019. You know what I mean? Dark Low had told me in an interview, he said, well, just because you got the kidney, it doesn't mean boom, 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 you're good to go. You know what I mean? It's still coming with him actually having to ingest several different pills for what he's going through. So it's a damn miracle that he's out of jail right now. Well, not really a miracle in the sense that his charges were like on a lower stature. You know what I mean? His charges are on a much lower stature, and it took all of this time to actually get him released. We know this case has been going on since last November. You know what I mean? But like I just detailed, Lowe went through getting all the proper paperwork with his lawyer put in before the holidays, during the holidays, and now he's been granted this position. So he's also going to have to get the installation of a landline in the identified residence to our criminal deputy, the designated pretrial services officer, and to the assistant United States attorney beginning tomorrow, 12/2. So, and continuing each day after until further order after the pretrial service officers order to Charles Sally that the defendant's counsel shall email daily status reports. Yeah, I was just reading that actually. So Dark Low is going to have to basically report all of what's going on with him on a daily basis to the pretrial, services that he's going to have to report to. All in all, it's a blessing. You know what I mean? We all got to realize Dark Low's not going to be able to just be the man that he once was. You know what I mean? Going out to all the Benny the Butcher shows, doing shows himself. Like, I really hope that we can get back to that soon. But right now, Dark Low has a lot on his chest that he has to deal with. He has a lot going on with this whole situation. The man just served a year in jail for practically nonsense, if you ask me. He served a year in jail for some nonsense, writing a letter to an old friend of his that turned their back on the crew. You know what I mean? He wrote a letter to an old friend that turned their back on the crew. Like, you know what I mean? That's just like if I had a friend who snitched on my whole crew, and then, I wrote him a letter. You know what I mean? And I wrote him a letter, and I was like, yo, you're crazy for writing that letter and doing all and snitching on the crew, man. You're wild. But we don't need to reflect on that right now. At this point, it looks like Dark Low is in a much better situation. You know what I mean? I'm glad he's out on the streets. I'm really looking forward to hearing from Dark Low. You know what I mean? Any other reports that I could bring? You know, it was outlined in the report today that he was actually granted the release on December 1st. Obviously, we read that he was released on the 3rd. His bail was actually posted for $50,000. He's going to be facing strict parameters, including daily reports based on his health, as well as a landline phone. So that's what Dark Low is going to have to be going through for the next few months, you know what I mean, while he deals with all of this. So I send my best wishes to Dark Low, free ARRB. Hopefully I'll have an exclusive update on ARRB for you guys in the very near future. That's right, free skinny me. Stay tuned this week. I've got an exclusive interview with Little Johnny. That's right, ARRB's main hitter from Ohio, Little Johnny. We detail a lot from him getting started in the game to him joining OBH to his relationship with Skinny Me. So I'm really looking forward to putting that interview out, you guys. But I appreciate everybody who's tuned in, everybody on here that wants to follow me on the gram. It's Mikey T _ the movie star. I'm going to repeat it. Follow me on Instagram, Mikey T _ the movie star. Everybody who follows me based on this video, you're going to get the immediate follow back. You know what I mean? That's how I do. No Hollywood type shit on this end, you guys. I appreciate everybody that supports the brand. You know what I mean? Major salute to OBH, Dark Low. Glad you're home, my G. Free ARRB and free all the men. You know, stay tuned for more updates on this channel because we're the hottest hip hop network out.